Hi everybody. I decided I want to work a little bit more on my Halloween journal. So I'm in the dining room now. See this man? I love this thing. I made it. Okay, so what I'm working on so far, you all have seen my get out of the way. Here is the cover. Now, I showed you earlier how I covered it up with the aluminum tape, and then I rubbed it good so that the tape underneath, which was the tape from the drywall tape, I put that underneath first, and then I rubbed after I put the aluminum tape on all different directions. And then I took the ink pen. Well, it wasn't actually. Well, actually, it's a pen. Oh, grief. See, I took this here pen, and I took the refill out of it. I just took that out of it, which that leaves that little circular spot at the end right there. And I used that end to go along like the edges of the tape. Like here's the edge of a tape. I didn't do all of them, but see. And then what happens when you do that, it kind of looks like rivets holding metal together, like on a old bomber airplane or something, with just all those, and it makes it look like rivets. And so I have those in a few places here and there and everywhere. Mainly right around the pieces of tape. See, and it just looks like there's little rivets. And so that's as far as I'm going to go right there. Then I took this die and this tree die. Now with this here house die, I cut that out. I use old greeting cards. Now some of you know that I've got all these old greeting cards. I've sold some of them to y'all, and the main good thing about these greeting cards is you can fussy cut them, you can do so much from them. But if it's a card that hasn't got anything to fussy cut, well, you can use it for die cutting, because it is a nice, it's heavy fabric, it's heavy stuff. So I did that one, and now I cut the tree, because the tree looks kind of wicked. And what I want to do on my cover here is, my house I think is going to be down here, and my tree is going to be up in here. And so we'll see how that goes. But I already die cut this, and I just left the card closed up so it would cut those steel rule dies. I've got still quite a few of those. And you can cut many layers, which I wanted 3 layers. That's how many layers I have in the house, is 3 layers. Let's see if I can get it out of here without tearing it up too badly. And then I'm going to take the 3 layers and I'm going to glue them all 3 together, which then that makes for a heavier piece. It doesn't want to. I should have went under a couple more. These dies I have are like old. I used to cut a lot of chipboard pieces out with them, and then I sold them on eBay. But then I realized it was not really good for my dies, because it was causing some of my dies to break. So I stopped doing that. And instead of using chipboard, I'll use like this kind of paper that you can get like, or a cereal box. You know, cereal box isn't as heavy as the chipboard I was using, so that doesn't, you know, that works pretty good too. But if you use just kind of regular cardstock and use like 3 layers, because I want it to be kind of a hefty thing. And here I got a couple spots that aren't cut all the way through on the very back one, but that's going to be okay because I'll put that one in the middle. I about got it out of here. Okay, now, Lord, Lord, Lord. Okay, now, good enough. So there you go. I could use that as a I could use this whole thing right now as a stencil. I just don't like throwing things away. So anyhow, so I have 3, as you can see. I have 3 of the trees. Ooh, wouldn't them even be cool together like that? Ooh, yeah, that looks cool. But I just want one thick one. So I'm going to use, I just done put everything away because we had dinner. And then after I cleared the table for dinner, and we had dinner, and then so then I got things. I'm used to having things just scattered all around me, like prettily around me. Okay, and so I am gluing along that tree. Okay, and then I'm going to take the second one and put that right on top. And there it goes. And then the third one. And this makes for a very heavy piece. You know, I was just thinking how a couple of these aren't lining up exactly perfect, and I'm wondering if I want to scoot them so they're perfect, or if I want to leave them unaligned just a little bit. Almost thinking I kind of like that look where they're not exactly lined up. I'm scooting them a little bit so that they're not. Okay, now where did I put my piece of fell to the floor. Okay, now where, oh, here, wipe up that glue. And so then I take, and I'm going to I want to paint this whole thing black. And I'm using this color shift acrylic paint. I like it because it's, I don't know if you can see in there much, but you can, it's kind of color shifts to gold. You see the gold in there? I love that. And so then, this is running short. Oh, I need a paintbrush. Paintbrush I used a while ago, I threw it in the garbage when I was done because all of the feelers were falling out of it. It was a like children's brush. Oh yeah. Okay. Leave that upside down. Okay, and so then I want to just get that whole thing brushed into black. Because I want that whole tree to be black too. Now, what I'm going to do next with these trees is I'm going to use black and gold together. Black and gold together of of, oh gosh, what do you call it? The heat embossing stuff. I'm going to heat emboss it with using black and gold together. So then it won't be like smooth. It will be more, it'll have more texture on it. And I think that'll be cool. And so I want to make sure I get in there and all the little edges. And then we're going to let this dry. And I won't put a second coat because I am going to use be using the embossing powder stuff. I have to go dig that out. It's been a long time since I used embossing powder, so I have to go dig it out. I know approximately where it is. So I think I've got that pretty much covered up. Let's see. See how that does with the black and the gold? I love that. Okay, so then I'm just going to lay that on top of there and let that dry. But then what I want to do is, let's see, I can lay this right on top of this, it won't matter. Okay, I have got to stand up here a bit, and because I have a new bottle, I know, of the black. Is this it? Yeah, that's the new one, because this one's almost empty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now put the paint also I'm going to put the paint on this cover. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on with a toothbrush because I want it to be a stiff brush, and I want it to go down in all of the little crevices and cracks. So I'm kind of scrubbing it in. I want that black into the crevices and cracks. And I'm still not real positive as to all the steps I'm going to take on this. This is just how only the furthest I've got in my head. And it takes me a while to get any further around in my head. But I'm just scrubbing this on here with this toothbrush. I want it to, I'm scrubbing in the paint rather than just painting it on, getting it scrubbed in. See there? Get it just scrubbed in, because I want it into all the crevices and cracks. I've never done a Halloween journal before, so this is kind of exciting. You know, I've seen so many lately doing a Halloween type journal. And I don't know why I put that paper under there, because I'm still getting it all over the mat. Which my mat is in a mess anyway. I wonder if I can get any more out of there. I like to make sure I get every bit. Yeah, I think I pretty much got all of that out of there. Pretty much. But I got a new one right there. Okay, so my daughter went and got us some pizza for dinner. I don't eat pizza much lately because of the salt content, but she went and got, this was a specialty pizza. Usually we just go to, what do you call it? When we get pizza, we go to Little Caesars, which you can get a pizza for $5.50 or something like that. Well, but then we have this one restaurant that makes, it's not a, it's, well, it's Slice of Life. It might be a, yeah, it might be something more than just a privately owned, but I think it is a privately owned. But oh my gosh, that pizza was so good. It was so different. So tomorrow's a sweet potato day again. I ate salt today, but she also got some jalapeno poppers and a salad. The salads they make up there are just a regular garden salad. They put so much in it, and it was so good. And so that was a delicious meal. And she kind of worries about us, make sure we eat. Although we eat fine, even if she doesn't have to really worry about us. So now see how I've got that? It's completely covered, and hopefully it's, my arm. Let's see, that's looking good. All right, I didn't bring water over here. That's okay. All of this washes. Then, let me see. Then I'm going to take, I've got this one package of wipes that dried out. I'm going to get one out of it because it's so dried out. But I didn't want to throw them away because they dried out. So I'm going to take them out of there. I'll package in the rubbish. There we go. And then just take one of these dried ones. There we go. So, I got two. Oh, I had three. I only need one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I think it's dried up enough. We'll see after I rub. But as I rub this now, it's going to take a lot of the arthritis in my hands is not fake. Man, when they tell you about worrying about arthritis when you get old, you take them for serious. But I do things anyway. Okay, so I'm rubbing. Do you see what's happening when I'm rubbing? A lot of the black stays put, especially in the crevices, and that's where I want it to be. Now I can take, and I may do that too, is I might take some alcohol ink, and I don't know what color I would use, but I would use maybe well, I don't know, I can just experiment with that, with the alcohol ink, and see what it does, because I want it to be real, I guess you call it the grunge look. And so, yeah, I don't know why I wasted my time putting that paper under there, because it sure is saving me mess. Whenever I get a new mat, I say, boy, I'm not going to get nothing on it. And even my sewing mat in there, I've got, in the other room, in my sewing room, I've done stuff on there that has got grunge on it too. So I guess I'm a hopeless case when it comes to trying that stuff. Yeah, so anyhow, this is what, okay, now, so that is the cover so far. See how it looks? It's try to not have too much light glare on it, so you can see how grungy it looks. I like that. And so then if this is going to live down here somewhere, and then the tree can be up here. And I'm going to name my book 1031. 10-31 is going to be the name of my book. And so maybe I'll put that 1031 here, or 10 and then the 31 here. I'm not sure yet. I also, you know what else I have? I also have a die for like a fence. It's like a, it's also, oh my God, my finger is just, look at there. It's just turning around where it wants to turn. That hurts. I have a fence. It's like a wicked fence. And so I wonder if I die cut a fence, and what if I put the fence across here and then have the house where it sets out a little bit, and then the fence is kind of behind it. I think I might like that. Look at this, Papa. What do you think about my cover so far for my Halloween book? Does that look awesome or what?
Yep, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You got paint all over your hands.
Yeah, well, I was painting the cover, and then I was painting the tree, and so, but it's not dry yet. We got soap. We got soap and water.
That's true.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be.
Where'd you get that?
This here dye.
Oh,
See,
and where'd you get the tree?
This dye.
Oh.
And so but I think I got a fence too, and I may.
Oh, that's where you cut it out. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I cut it out. And I think it looks pretty cool so far.
I do too.
But I got more to do with it. But this is just as far as I got so far. And
what's your setup so far on it?
What do you mean? What's my setup?
Where the pieces are going to go?
Like this, as far as I know. But I want to do the fence.
Oh.
So I think I'm going to go cut the fence now and get it painted, because it'll be black too. Now it's going to be kind of layered, Papa. It's going to be a little bit layered. So see, the fence will go across here, I think, and then the house will go right here. But the whole thing, I'll use what we call pop-tots to hold this up a little ways.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
And so, or some of that foam tape. So this will be flat against the.
So what are you going to build a fence out of? Paper?
I got another die here. I got another one of these dies for the fence, and I'll use another greeting card to cut it with.
Oh, cool.
So, because I used the greeting card, see, and then I have 3 layers of the paper.
Right.
Then I glue all of them together, which makes it heavy. And yeah, and so it's going to be like dimensional, because this will stick up.
Fence going to go in front of the house or behind it?
Behind the house. What do you think?
Yep.
I think that's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, so that's all I'm going to do on this video. I think it's just this far. And I'll probably watch some more crime shows. See, I painted over here with black, and then I rubbed it off.
Yeah, just to kind of fill it in.
Yeah, it fills in the dents and stuff, like all the indentations.
Well, I ain't quite ready to go to bed yet, but it ain't gonna be long.
Oh, okay, sweetie. All right, so that's it then so far, and so that's it. I'm going to now get my book here. I'm gonna put my book. My book is right here. I know my book's right here. It is. So I'm gonna read my friends a little reading, because I always read and I can't not read. Oh, there's my, and I wondered where I put this. This is my card that come from Aunt Beck, and I have to put it in my my book, from my state book from Aunt Beck. Okay, now we're going to, let's see, let's just find an, ooh, hearts, flowers. I like that sound. I like the sound of that. Oh, you know what I want to show you too? This is something I made like so long ago. Unicorn Believer. Well, if you was on the if you were on the Elizabeth no Scrap and Lizzie Unicorn Facebook site, you saw where the challenge for this month was to make a postcard with using a paper and fabric. Has to have some paper and fabric on that. And then you can either keep it for yourself or you can send it off to somebody. But you have to take a picture of it and post it in the Scrap and Lizzie Unicorns Facebook group and put Unicorn Sunshine, hashtag Unicorn Sunshine 7. And if you just post it there, you don't have to mail it off to anybody, but you can. Then your name gets put in the drawing to win something. Well, I didn't know exactly then what I was going to have in the drawing, but then I found this, which I made this quite some time ago, and there's 3 more pieces that go to it, but I don't have them right here. I'll find them though. They're not far. But this is what this is. If anybody has the what do you call it? The HP ink program where you never run out of ink. They send them to you in these boxes. See? Okay, and let me show you what I did with this box. It opens up like this, and then it opens up like this, and then there is what I did. I made like a diorama of it's got a little unicorn with a little fairy on it, and there's 3 more little things that sit in it, and they're around here real close somewhere, but I don't have them glued on because I like them to sit on the top, but I couldn't glue them on because then, or they can sit down here or whatever, but I didn't glue them on because then I couldn't close the box. So I just throw them inside, and then whoever owns it then, it's just been sitting around here. It's been a couple years ago that I made this. And so, but what we have right here then is a little journal. See how each page opens. And each page has got, this one says joy and hope. They're all unicornish. Believe and dance. Inspire. I wrote Eleanor Rose on there. I made a doll and named her Eleanor Rose. I can't remember which one. Friend, delight. Then on this side, then that one opens to faith, desire. Oh, you know what? I didn't finish this. I got to finish 10 pages before I send this off. Wisdom, another little unicorn. This day is magical. Magical. Spirit. Look how pretty. And create. And then those books close, and then that little flower just lives right there on the front. And that is, and you see how these just hang from the ceiling? Oh, my hands are horrible. See how they are just hanging from they're like little somethings, just to be beautiful, just little somethings. And I know the one thing I had was like a wishing well, and I don't remember what they are, but there's 3 different things that goes right in here. But the winner of the challenge is going to get this box. See, I've made things that I don't know what I'm going to do with, and they just kind of sit around. I make things, and then they just sit around. But I have figured that I can use these things that I make as giveaways for challenges. And so, Unicorn Believer, and this is beautiful. If you don't need it for yourself, you might want to give it to a granddaughter or somebody as a gift. And that is absolutely fine. See all the beautiful flowers on the top? I guess I should cover up a dress on the back. But that's what the winner of, we put it up late, the August challenge. We put it up late because it's only been up a couple days. But on September 1st is when the drawing will be for the winner. And the only way we do is to, you put the picture up on this, in this Scrap and Lizzie Unicorn site, and make sure you put the hashtag Unicorn Sunshine 7, because this is the 7th one we're doing. You put the 7, and just post the picture of your postcard, and your name will go in the drawing. And all we do is put the name on little pieces of paper, and then mix them all up, and we pick one as the winner. And so, but this is going to be the prize. And so there you go. That'll be nice. I think it'll be nice because I think it's just gorgeous. It's a little bit shaggly baggly here, probably. I could probably put some ink on the edge there to fix that. And look at this sticker. I just put that sticker on there. It says, warning, opening this package will cause extreme happiness. I just put that there. My daughter bought those stickers because she's a DoorDasher, and she bought them stickers to put on things that she delivers. Okay, so anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in right now. And now, hearts, flowers. Deep within the sanctuary of ourselves there is a glade, where the grass is always greener and the flowers never fade. Nowhere is a garden sweeter than the one love's own hands tend, where affection falls like sunlight warming and awakening. Everlasting are the blossoms that are nourished in the heart, little lights and little shadows, who can tell the two apart. He who plants the smallest kindness sows in deeds the mighty seed. For through years, like little acres, only love uproots the weed. And that was written by Grace E. Easley. I thank you, Miss Grace, for writing that. That's beautiful. Okay, I ask God to watch over each and every one of you. Every step you take, every move you make, keep you safe, keep you safe, keep you happy, keep you healthy, keep you humble, all of those wonderful things. And God bless you. And come on back to the next video, and I'll be farther on in my little journal here, because this is going to take me a while, but maybe I'll have it done by Halloween. I don't know. But okay, let's see, where are we? Okay, God bless you all.